Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here, my name is Noemi, and in the today video I'm going to take you for a tour in our home. If you just recently joined our journey, we purchased this home about 5 months ago, and it was a fixer-upper, so it needed a lot of love. We are working currently on that, but I wanted to show you guys around, especially if you follow me from the beginning, how it looks like all together at this point. And eventually I'm going to have a new tour as we going towards to the end of this project, but right now I just want to show you where we are at. And to give you a little bit of a background story for you, so we were living in the neighbor's house for about 12 years. We were renting that house, and so we were looking for a smaller house that would be easier on our budget. And also we wanted to just try and see if we can function on a smaller square feet. And we started out with a 1600 square feet when it was my husband and I. And then we moved to the house when I was pregnant with our first one, who is 12 years old now. And we lived in that house for 12 years, and that was a 1400 square feet. And now we currently moved into the 980-ish square feet. So I'm going to show you around. But before we go in, I'm going to show you how it looked before. So this is how we enter to our home, and if you have seen my previous video, you can see a little changes here. The thing that haven't changed is our couch, and I really like this couch because we can expand and 2 person can sleep on it. And also I have a storage area underneath, so I'm able to keep all my art supplies there. And I just added this picture that we had from our previous home. And the brand new thing that we did, we just added a shelf, and we put this shelf on the same level as the other shelf, so it won't be that much of busy pattern. I tried to create this reading corner here, especially for my boys. They like to hang out with us as we're doing things together in the living room, and they just like to read in the chair. We have this fireplace that we just scrubbed out, and we just put this electric heating in there, and you guys, this is perfectly heats up the whole entire house. It's really neat. And on this side we have a little storage area where we keep our everyday things that we use in this room, and a few shelves. I really wanted to add back more wooden things here because I'm just plain missed the wood. I think it warms up the bright white, but we like the white definitely. We're living in the area where we have lots of clouds, so it's definitely a white color can add some more light to it. And down here we have this coffee table, and originally I wanted to have more sitting place here, but for now we have this 2 of these cute stools where we can just sit down and just do some board games with the boys, or we have company, we have friends over very often. We can play board games here, and we can just gather around and talk and chat, just warming up by the fireplace. If I turn around, you can see our entryway, and this is the area where we keep our shoes as we enter. And also I have my monitor and computer there, so this is kind of my office area. And if you have seen my previous tour, you know what is our plan with that. If you want to catch up on that, I will link it down below my other tour where I'm talking about it. And this is where the door is, And in the video where I show you the before, we used to have a cabinet right here, and we basically just eliminated the cabinet and we just moved the door. We originally had the door where the refrigerator was, just moved up to here. And this is our dining area. This is the heart of our home. We share so many nice meals together with friends, and we can do other board games here. So I just really like this, how inviting, and it's kind of like in the center of our home. And then on this side, I'm going to start here. This is another change that you might haven't seen yet. This is not organized yet, but we're getting there, and this is gonna be a pantry area. And I'm still weeding out. I'm still trying to see what kind of food we use. And this is the jam that I previously made, if you follow me on Instagram. And then this is the kitchen. Before, it was really dark, super dark, partly because of the colors of the cabinet, and all the surroundings was just very busy. So if you see this video, you would never ever think this is in the house that is only 980 square feet, because this kitchen is huge. So I think it works really well. We decided not to have an upper cabinet. We wanted to have more of an airy feeling, and we achieved this with these lights, and I really love how much light it brings in. Even on the most cloudy days, I have a perfect light here. So we have lots of counter space, and I have a separate video on that, how I organize that. And on this one, we have our gallery, our family photos here. This is how we enter to our boys' bedroom, and they sharing the room. They wanted to be in the same room, so we were able to achieve that with a bunk bed. At the beginning, I wasn't really a big fan of it, but on the end, it worked out so well, because the other beds just literally, we just couldn't close the door, guys. It was really tight. So we have a shelf here. I'm trying to add as much as possible these plants. I'm trying to keep them alive. And we have some books from the library. And we have this bench in here, because this is where my husband sits, and I sit on the floor, and every single night when they go to the bed, we talk for at least for a half an hour or almost for an hour, and we just talk about things and what happened during the day. And on this side, we have like a little bit of a get ready area. This is where they keep my boys their backpack, and usually we have a drink or some kinds of snack in there, or sunglasses, so it's easy to just grab. They definitely bringing books into the car as well, so that way it's easier to gather them and just have them with them. And then right here we have their closet, and I have a separate video on that too, but it's very easy to maintenance. And this is our bathroom, and the only bathroom that we have, and I have to tell you that it works out just perfect and fine. I have lots of fears how we're going to be able to pull off with one bathroom, because when you get used to it, you have two, you think that's the only way to go, but actually one, it's really good. Before I had to clean 2 bathrooms, now I have to just clean 1. Of course, an extra toilet would be nice, but otherwise we can make it work. This is all the storage that this house came with, and I just organized that, so I have a separate video on that, but that's all the storage, you guys. So for next, I'm going to show you our bedroom. I have a separate tour on that one too as well, where I can show you all my clothes, and I actually have a separate video on my capsule wardrobe as well. So I'm working currently now on those pictures. I'm trying to gather all my favorite ones. Right here, I want to show you this, guys. This is a picture that one of my subscribers made, and she sent it to me, and I just love her pictures. She makes minimalist pictures. It's beautiful. I'm going to link her Instagram down below. Definitely check it out, because she makes beautiful pictures. And on this side, we keep our clothes. All of my husband's clothes in this dresser, because he has bigger clothes, so when we fold them, it's just easier to store them. I have mine. It's all just on the hangers, and I have the ironing board and the yoga mat there, and some extra shirts, and my books that I kept And this is the book that I'm currently reading, How Your Child is Smart. Basically, it's a book about how your kids are receptive for the learning, what type of learning suits them the most. And we kept the biggest room for our kids as a playroom. So I would say this would be, now it's organized, but usually this is our disaster area. We don't really ask them to put away their toys every single day, basically because they have more complex of a work during the day. It's not like, you know, toddler toys when you can just gather them in the corner, but they mostly building something out of Lego, and I really like this storage. I have a separate tour on that if you wanna see how we organized and why we organized the way we did. This is my younger one's table, and they both like to draw, and this is my older one's with his drawing. He definitely into drawing and he likes architecture. And we have some extra storage up there. And then we got this little tiny TV where we can pop the DVDs in that we bring out from the library. And we created this area for them. It's kind of like a hideaway. It's kind of like a tree house but inside, and they can just go up there and read or just play some board games. So we got extra toys in there. It's actually pretty big inside, and it has lots of space up there, and I'm trying to add as much plant as possible. And one more thing I want to show you guys. So as you can see that house over there, we used to live there for 12 years. It's actually very weird. I mean, it was weird at the beginning to see the house from there because basically my kids grew up in that backyard, and now we are on the other side of the fence, but we actually got used to it by now. But it was definitely weird at the beginning. So this was the tour for you guys. I really hope that you enjoyed that, and I will definitely give you guys an update as soon as we go further with our projects. Right now we are working on the garage as well. Like, we have to change the door and we have to finish the walls there, so there's tons of things to do. And in the garage we keep my husband's tools. He's a contractor, so we definitely have to build a shop for that as well. And so there's a lots of things that we have to finish, but it's so much fun. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon in the next video. Thank you. Bye. Hi. In the garage we keep our husband, my husband.
How about the freezer? Oh my goodness. Oh my god.